Hi, and welcome to another stream with me, Ray. How are we doing today? Has the weather been nice to you? It's been a lot cooler for me. I can't believe it got so warm yesterday. I was in an unpleasant state the whole time. Okay, so today's agenda is more drawing. I got given a quote-unquote commission. It's more like an art trade. Last week, I think it was Sunday, last Sunday, we was having fun, Easter Day, and me and Tylee agreed to an art trade. They'd write me a story, I'll draw them a picture. So that's how it's going today. And let's switch over. Ta-da! A blank page. Or a sheep in a snowstorm. One of those two. Okay, so the reason why it took me a little bit longer today is the character that I'm going to be drawing is a bit of a fox, so to speak, literally and figuratively. She's got a... Hang on, let me find my little description. And by little, I mean most of a page. Quite thorough. He is a crime boss, guild master of the thieves. She doesn't inherit anything she hasn't taken. So she is clever, calculated, and elegant. Honestly, a great character all around. So, okay, so I had a story. I was going to draw her in the sort of basic instinct pose, safe for work, not doing anything risque, but as I was looking through her references, she's already in that pose, already in that power seat, so I had to think of something different. So I was looking around for more references for something else, and I think I've come up with an idea. But it's going to be a bit of a stretch, because I couldn't find any images that matched my thoughts. So here I am drawing a very strong perspective. Like that. And we're going to have... I don't really know how to do this bit. It's like a city out in the distance. That's what I mean by I couldn't find good references. I'm going to have to wing it for these. Maybe if I reduce, put in... What's it called? What's that thing at the edge of the world? Horizon. Zero Dawn. Putting a horizon there and a few roads. Put a crisscrossing. Still want to evoke a city feel. But I don't know what the perspective on this would be. No, that doesn't look right. Maybe you need a bigger top of the cylinder. I know what I have in mind, but I don't know how well it'll turn out. At the moment, she just looks like a nice pup. Pardon me. I don't know how I should record footage. Starling is here, by the way. Hello, Starling. I don't know how I should record footage while not listening to the game, because I can't have two headphones at once and not scratch the laptop my tablet stands on. How do you record? If you record through OBS, you should be able to create audio sources and then listen through those audio sources. How should I record footage while not listening to the game? While not listening to the game? Huh. I don't know on that one. You might have to look that up online. That's beyond my wheelhouse, I think. I'm not nearly as tech savvy as I'd like to be. Tablet and PC. Yes, so... Hang on, I'm thinking this through. Because I've got a PC and a graphics tablet in front of me. And I use them as two screens. They're part of the shared system. How should I record footage while not listening to the game? No, that's not going through my head, I'm afraid. I can't think of anything good for that. Not for lack of want. Don't know where this is going to go. Line of action. Might need these to be back a bit bigger even. I want some space for the neck. Kind of making a box shape. I saw Jazza, Australian artist YouTuber, is releasing a anatomy book on Kickstarter, and I am not gonna lie, I am tempted. I haven't looked into it yet, so I don't know what sort of price it is, but his style is so fun, and I don't know if I can go wrong with learning more anatomy. That being said, there's lots and lots and lots of free media online, so it is a matter of, do I continue using online resources I have, or do I find some monetary, what's the word I want? Find some funds in the bank to support a creator I really enjoy. Draw the stuff for the game with literal paint because it works better than anything else. Yeah, I don't see why not. I use Critter personally. I know Paint has gotten... I know Paint has improved vastly since the days that I used to use it. Where was I going with that? So... yeah, I don't know where I was going with that. I think it's good to have a graphics tablet. I really enjoy it. It really helps. Having two screens is better than one. And digital art straight onto a screen tablet, which I got, is more fun. Let's put you like so. round that off. I hope this looks good. I think if I had that book, I don't know what I would do. My mum brought me this drawing board. You can't see. I can't work with that. It's worse. Yes. Okay, so I did used to use a drawing board. I've moved over to this. If you don't have the funds and a drawing board is easier for you to get your hands on, I would absolutely go with that. But if you've got access to a tablet, graphics tablet with a screen, so much better in general. And it's like this. And let's go down like so. I think I'm really trying to get depth into this one. Although I can't lose too much. I can't show you my references, unfortunately, not yet. But she wears a big old fluffy coat over her shoulders. If I were to do that now, let me just jump on a different layer. Draw it in bright red. If you're colorblind, I'm sorry, this might be mid-grey. Yes, she sort of wears a big old fluffy coat. It's gonna take up like how much of it? It could still work. Alright, I'm sold. That works for me. Clear that layer. I know how to do drawing. I've only been doing this for years. I'm still learning every single day. Is that not the fun of it, though? Have an enjoyable time. Where was I? So, I was also watching a video to go along with the sort of advertisement of the book. And Jazza was talking about making sure you've got your construction in. Building it up like you would a house. If that makes sense. It made more sense as he was talking about it. Ooh, she's got a very fluffy tail. I'll have to represent that a little bit better. Focusing makes me quiet. And one of my criticisms of myself is that I'm too critical of myself. I don't really believe in my art skills as much as I should. Should being a strong word there, but trust in the process, enjoy what you do, which is what I do. I do 100% enjoy it. Okay. I think we got something with the pose there. I'm happy with that. Get the details on the legs going. Details which are probably going to get swallowed up. by the clothing on top. But that's what I was saying, is building in your foundation so that you can put the clothes on top and they'll fit to the body, rather than making the body fit to the clothes. The downside with swapping between my references is that I don't always have eyes on chat. I think that'll do for that. And pop out her thigh a bit. She's not large in any way, but she's not slim. But she is quite slim. I mean, she has a fair amount of fat on her body. She's not super slim. Not skinny. I'm using poor words to describe her. And we have got heels, because I don't think the artist wanted to draw the feet. Which I do not blame them for. The heel there. The heel. Kinda like that. Okay, now, because she's a fox, you're gonna have very large ears. In perspective, they're not really this large. I think I might put a little bit of oh, I don't know if that does work. Hang on, I can think this through. Might put a bit of blurring on, like, high up. I'm doing that focus thing again. She's got big fluffy cheeks. And a cute little nose. I don't know if that works out so well. If Tiny is here, I'd love to hear your feedback. Oh, we was recording the reforj videos yesterday. Well, I do the video. I think Kforge does videos. I don't know if Garthim's doing videos, but he's doing live streams. Anyway, we was doing that yesterday, and I forgot to hit record for the entire session. So I lost some wonderful interactions, and that's just not right. What am I doing wrong here? Maybe fluff that way? I feel like the nose is just too small. It's not dainty. It's... I think this character has an uncanny valley face. I'll try and show it off soon. Right now, let me try and get this detailing in. Nose goes there. Goes into the mouth. And then, it's not a weak jaw. I might need to look up references for this. Charling said something, I saw it, so let's see. I'm not that really big into art, especially if it's Photoshop. So all I do is make doodle drawings, so it makes sense. I'm calling bull on that. I think you are into art. You're into game design, which, as I was talking about yesterday, which I didn't record, so I've got no proof of this, is one of the biggest arts, in my opinion. It's so comprehensive. You've got the drawing aspect, the animation aspect, the coding. You've got the timings. You've got game design, level design, creature design. What was the other things I mentioned? Story, writing, scripting. All of that goes into one project. So you're taking all the aspects from making a movie or a TV series, and you're adding interactivity and intrigue. You're creating a world that your players lead you through. You don't lead the story. I mean, you do, but it's just so comprehensive, such a big art form to me. I think that's why I would love to give it a go one day. But because it's so big in my head, I think that's what's stunting my attempts. I have drawings from school I made, like I made multiple projects. You can see this line changed so hard. I caught snippets of it. I didn't have the mental timing to watch the whole video. It's not my kind of cup of tea. It's what I enjoy watching. So it's one of those things that I have to put in the extra effort to watch. One of the things I learned that it's because of ADHD. If my brain isn't interested, it's so much effort to make it do anything useful. I also lose what I'm talking about or what I'm thinking, which just happened now, and I can't remember what I was doing. Let's see. Yeah. So if you don't like the drawing aspect of the art side of things, that's fine. You don't have to enjoy it. You don't have to like it. You can be good at it and not like it. Doesn't matter to me. It's just I think of art as a very holistic thing. There are so many aspects to art. Dance is art, writing is art, animation is art, painting is art. Sticking a banana to a wall and then eating it is technically art. And you broke and never fixed it. You can do. Was it still playable? I'm looking through my references again, I think. Yes. I think I'm closer with this one. And then the eye has to go there. It is a lot more slanted, so not slanted, angular. Something like that. And the ear still feels very forward. I'm going to pull it back a bit. That's not how that works. That's a bit better. I get there in the end. It's always a case of tweaking. I don't think I'm going to get to the end of drawing today. So this is very likely to be an off-screen project. Yeah, it doesn't feel right either. Alright, that's it. I'm bringing in the reference onto the page. Hopefully it's safe enough for work. Okay, let's see. It was playable, but with a bunch of stuff. You should know that I did tell you. I didn't watch the whole video, I watched it in snippets. It was a long video. I'm gonna go check the length. I'm sure it was like an hour long. Speaking of videos, how did you enjoy my video? You commented on it. Yeah, the Super Mario. What does that BX mean? The project you're working on, I did see snippets of it. I skipped through a few sections. I just didn't have the mind for watching the whole video. Where are they? Where ears are... I think... to do something like that. Because it's basically the back of the ear. Let's see. Hi. I did not see that message pop up. I'm switching between my references and chat, so I'm not always there. How's it going, K-Forge? Dump the entire old texture folder into the current one. So it replaced a bunch of custom textures. Okay, yeah, that's kind of funny. It shouldn't be funny, but I think I've done something like that before. How does that work? I feel like it works. I'll put some hair on her, see what that does. Yeah, again, I'm not technical enough to know what's going on, but does that mean your SSD is completely bricked? Because that's only memory, isn't it? Say only memory like that isn't important. It is. Oh my gosh, Dun, what are you doing to this hair? Wanna know kinda. Okay. Yep, he also said it's booting you into safe mode, which... that sounds like it's a big corruption. Man, I hope that gets fixed. Oh, I'm definitely gonna get the commissioner to look at this. Give me their feedback. Luck is never on your side. Oh, no. Maybe you're just paying out all your bad luck now and you're gonna get good luck later. No, that's not how luck works, but I can dream. Honestly, I seriously sympathize with you. Jalung says, we removed a bunch of textures that were there before, and they were only there, so I had no backup textures. Oh. So it didn't just add to the file, it completely, like, overwrote them. That's why I have very dry and dark humour, says Kforge. Yeah. I like to call that British humour. It's not. It's not just for the Brits. My gosh, do we have dry humour? Oh, you cracked me up yesterday, though. I know it was super dark, but it got me. It got me right in the funny bone. He wears a coat. I said this before, and I forgot what it looks like. I've got lovely images of it. The artist did a very good job. What one? I can't remember. It was to do with Garthim's what's it called? I need your feedback, Sabbath. It was to do with Garthim's class reunion. I remember what it was now. Yep, it still cracks me up. Let's go. Sabbath, I would like some feedback on the character so far. The red or grey, depending on your vision quality, is the is going to be the coat. I'm just doing the clothes over top at the moment. And gosh, she's got a good dress. Great style in this character. Yes, a union. Oh, it came out of left field, it came out of nowhere. Oh, I'm so sad I didn't record it. But the thigh highs up here. It's the head. I'm having most problems up here. Something is not pleasing me. Where the best jokes come from. Yeah, if you're happy with how it's going, I am happy with how it's going. I just... Very far left field. I'm just... Did it zoom in? I didn't do that. What? Someone got control of my tablet? If you do, can you draw this bit for me? Maybe just tweak her hair a little bit more. Did that do it? I think it did it. Well. Thanks, Kay. Yeah, I'm glad you fixed that for me. Sometimes I think I'm tweaking. I've never been tweaking. Sometimes. Let's see. Okay, realistically, what I should do is look up how to do the background. I think I have the basic idea. Cityscape Lots of buildings. Something like that. But I don't really know where the vanishing point is. What were these scribbles in? Like, they make sense to anyone else? And then the struts of the window. That's not what they're called. Go in like that. And I think I might mirror it, so it'll be easier for me to draw. Something like that. I'd love some ADHD meds. I think I need to ask my doctor for it, but I thought my ADHD person who diagnosed me would have sent that forwards, and then the ADHD makes me not want to talk to the doctor, and it's a whole thing. You go take your meds. Enjoy yourself. Enjoy taking meds. Who says that? Oh, I know someone who enjoyed taking their meds. He had a lot of pain, and taking his meds made him very happy. What's the word? Words are difficult. I think at the rate I'm going, I probably will have to come off at 7. See you soon. Just because I can feel my head starting to go. I'm happy. I think this works. I like how she looks. I'm not quite doing her justice, but comparison is the thief of joy. I also really need to work out how to do hair differently to how I do it. It always looks the same. Probably a style I use. Hey, you know, it's my work when it looks same as all my other pictures. Is that a win? Is that a brag? I think I might need it to be. Oh, I'm very excited. Tomorrow, as long as things go to plan, I'm going to be playing D&D again. Don't know if I mentioned it last week. I got D&D coming up with a friend of mine. And I had a story there and it's gone. That's what I mean by my head is going. It's just losing track of things. Burning through all my energy doing this. Okay, the hair is suitably fluffy. Can probably add strands in there. Hi again. Are you cured now? That's how that works, right? Oh, wouldn't that be nice? I've heard with I don't know what your ADHD meds do for you, but I've heard that they sort of give you focus, and while it's not like magic, it certainly can feel like magic. Suddenly you're capable, or feel capable, of doing things. That's how it's been described to me. Yeah, someone believes in me. It's a weird feeling, stop it. I have got to ask you, K-Forge, about your microphone. I meant to do it the other day. What was the other day? The other day was yesterday. I meant to do it yesterday. You know how it goes. Because if your microphone works, then yes, I think I might want to get it. Especially with the Go XLR. Is that a worthwhile investment? Dangerous spending money. I might get addicted to it. Fluffy tail. Fluffy, fluffy, fluffy. It's so fluffy, I want to die. I don't need to put this much detail in the sketch. It just helps me out later when I'm inking it in. Then I don't have to think about where the lines go, I can just make them go. I know she's a ruthless crime lord, but you reckon she'd let me hug the tail? Just once? Can probably do most things just once. Consequences for them. Well, that stops you going back for the second round. This light kind of looks like a drawing of mine. No, it does. It makes sense because it does look like a pencil drawing. Yeah. I like the, well, I'm using a pencil tool. I can't zoom in on my screen, but it's down here. You can see it. I got a few of them. I use the mostly inbuilt critter ones. Because they work, and why change what works? I'm not an engineer. Engineer motto, if it ain't broke, fix it. I don't need that detail. I need that detail. I need that detail. Okay. I am happy with that, as is. I'm not going to work on the next section next, because the next section I think is going to be mostly the background, or I could work on the line work, but I'm not going to do that today. I'll save it for now. Does anyone have any random doodles, random suggestions I can do for the last 10 minutes? I'm not going to boot up any games, because I haven't got time to set them up. This week's challenge on Reforj is to do a vehicle. I'm looking forward to that. I could post stuff in the Discord server. If you're over on the Discord server, this is true. You should be able to access the community channel on my channel, my YouTube. Yes, you should be able to access the community tab on my YouTube channel. If you've got things you want to post, as long as they're safe for work and family friendly, yeah, go ahead, and I'll be able to take a look at them. If they're long form videos, I have to structure my time to do that, and I do not feel like I have a lot of time these days, but I'm clawing it back. I'm getting time back. I worked on my video. I'm doing lots of D&D stuff. I'm doing other drawings. My interpretation. In fairness, you're probably right. Yes, K-Forge. Tell me the good news. I also noticed that Sabbath stole your chat crown. How does that work? Darling isn't even on the list. Interesting. I've just switched over to live chat, so now I can see everything. Why isn't that the default? Always sets top chat. That doesn't mean anything to me. Ba, ba, ba. Good news, video files are mostly fine. Bad news, everything but the video files have to go? I mean, I'm glad the video is fine, but that's a lot of... Ouch. Goobers are love, goobers are life, goobers are the joy in the world. I'm not even joking, that's what they represent. Yay. I like bringing happiness to the world. I could be a little too cynical at times. I think you were doing such an amazing job. And I just lost my frames for a moment there, I think. And the video file was the most important thing on there, so... Yeah, but there's still a lot that's been lost. Look, I'm glad you've got your files. What does this mean for you having a computer going forward, though? Because this has really impacted your video making abilities. Which makes me sad. Silver linings and all that. Yeah. Oh no. No, not really. Okay. Well, I was gonna say, at least you have the memories. I have no idea how you remember your first world. I want to draw a mouth on her. Tried uploading a 2-hour video and it took me 8 attempts just to export. Ouch. Yeah, I think the different video editing softwares have different ways of doing things. You want to add that out there? I'm messing with the feng shui of this. Feng shui? Feng shui? Feng shui. And I'm glad I messed with the feng shui. I personally use Shortcut, and apart from a bit of a rocky road in the early days, I've really come to rely on, like, its simplicity. Oh, I'm right there with you. When a video takes you one day, but we're talking about the entire day. Yeah, I can't help you with that. And it's down to learning how the software works, I think, and I don't know how most softwares work. But the strategy I'm employing... Move to DaVinci. Oh yeah, I was going to look at that. I think it's on my PC. I rely on my shortcut. It works so nicely. Yes, no, looking at that. There was a reason why I didn't stick with it, and I think it was because... No, I don't know what it was. I'll figure it out. I will look into it. I made 2 live streams today because my internet broke down midway through. Yeah, I think that's what mine is trying to do as it goes. I wanted to do that yesterday, so I made sure. So, I will, hopefully this week, I will give it a go. I'm not going to do it with the main videos that I'm doing at the moment, but... What's the word I wanted? I'm not going to do it with the main videos. If I do like, oh, the challenge video. If I do the challenge video, if I try and get that on DaVinci, maybe I can do that. I hope it's not everyone's internet going down. my kilobytes per second went from 7,000 to 400 not too long ago, so it's probably me. I haven't dropped a single frame apparently. Okay, I'm gonna wrap it up here. I had a good time. This was a really good stream. I really like drawing. Not that I don't like doing the reforge things, I love doing the reforge things. But drawing is so much more immediate and feels so much more me. Next week, as long as I'm not doing a commission, I should be doing reforge again. Thank you very much for watching. I'm gonna head off now. Have a good time. Bye bye. Johnny.